What's going on, guys? My name is Silent Core and welcome back to my weekly countdown series. This is episode 97 and we are getting so close to that episode 100. We're so close to triple digits. Thank you guys so much for supporting this series up until now. So last week was the top 10 fun vehicles to own in GT Online, and this week we're doing something a bit different. It's going to be the top 10 most annoying features in GT Online. And if I've missed anything out, be sure to leave it down in the comments, or just if there's anything that generally annoys the hell out of you in GT Online, be sure to let me know. If you're new around here, please take a few seconds to leave the video a like and subscribe. Before this video starts, I want to give a mention to the sponsor of this episode, which is KeepVid. I'm totally stoked to be working with these guys again because it actually use KeepVid all of the time to download videos. You basically just copy the URL of any video you want to download and it saves it to your computer. And they also have an Android app that's completely free to download and you can use it on your smartphone. So big thanks to KeepVid for sponsoring this video. I still have pages of demonetized videos, so this intro really helps out my channel. KeepVid and KeepVid Android will be linked in the description if you want to check them out. So up first are daily fees. If you guys weren't already aware, GT Online actually charges you a daily fee for all of your properties and businesses and utilities, and that comes straight out of your bank account every in-game day in GTA Online, which I believe is every 48 minutes that you spend in free roam. And when you actually sit down and add all these up, you might be quite surprised to see how much you're actually paying. You know, when you add up your apartments, if you have a yacht, your mechanic who charges you per garage that you own, you also have your assistant fees, you've got utility fees, and then probably some of the more expensive ones are your actual biker MC businesses, and then you also have your CEO offices, your warehouses, your gun running bunker. All of these things are adding on daily fees. And in fact, if you own every MC biker business, you're actually going to be paying 40,000 per day in just those businesses alone. So yeah, it's absolutely insane when you kind of add up all these daily fees. It's worth mentioning that there is actually a trick to avoid this. What you can do is switch free roam sessions before the 48-minute mark in-game, and you won't be charged for most of these charges. But yeah, sometimes I just forget and I end up getting hit with a big bill just for playing the game, which kind of sucks. At the number 9 spot is catch up in races. Now, a lot of the races I play in GT Online seem to all have catch up turned on by default, which basically slows down the people that are in the lead of the race to give the people that are in the back of the race more of a chance to make a bit of a comeback. Now, although that might sound fair at first glance, what it really does is just slows down the speed of the people that are in front, and it really kind of buffers the speed of your car. So even if you're in a supercar, you won't be going anywhere near as fast as you should be if catch-up was turned off for that race. You know, your car is going to be totally slowed down. And especially if you're in a stunt race, sometimes catch-up will actually slow down your car so much that you can barely make it through the pipes when you're doing the loops. So yeah, the catch-up feature kind of suggests it gives the last place cars a bit of a speed boost to let them get back in the race, but I'm really not sure why they built it the other way around and kind of punish the people that are in the lead. At the number 8 spot, the next annoying feature is the amount of time it actually takes you to get up when you're knocked down. There's been so many times my character has been kind of knocked over or bumped over by a vehicle or something, and you just take so long to get up. In fact, someone can run you over, and then when you think you're going to have enough time to defend yourself, they can get out of their car and shoot you before you've even moved from the ground. It's like your character just decides to have a little sleep on the ground or something. At the number 7 spot are daily objectives. Now, I used to do daily objectives religiously every single day. It's a nice little reason to log in every day and get a nice little bonus when you complete them. And you also get a big bonus when you do them for a week in a row, and a huge bonus if you do them every day for a whole month. But for some reason, these daily challenges are near impossible to complete these days. For example, you can get a specific type of capture mission that you have to do. You know, capture missions are just kind of dead, and you'll spend more time trying to matchmake with people for these game types than you'll actually get back from that daily challenge. So it kind of makes daily challenges a bit extinct, and they're barely worth your time these days. Now, this countdown wouldn't be complete with at least mentioning loading screens once, and not just loading back into the game, but all the loading screens you have between games, stuck in the clouds. After every heist setup that you do, you have to go back into the free roam lobby and go in the clouds every time. And I'll also throw unstable servers in with this one too. There's nothing worse than getting kicked from a lobby just because a server fails. At the number 5 spot, now I didn't realise this was actually a feature until relatively recently, but if you're importing or exporting some vehicle cargo, if other players in your lobby decide to leave that lobby or get disconnected from your session, your car will literally go on fire and blow up. I was so confused when this started happening. I'll show you the gameplay on screen. I was being so careful not to damage this car as I was delivering it to the destination, and I was almost there, and then randomly the other player in this session decides to leave, it goes on fire and blows up. I believe this was a feature added to stop people duping cars in GT Online, but it really kind of sucks to have your vehicle cargo just destroyed like that for no reason. Moving on to the number 4 spot is NPC drivers. Now I remember NPC drivers even in GTA 4 could be quite annoying, especially going across some of those bridges. The NPCs kind of wanted to change lanes at the last second, resulting in crashes. And I think in GTA a lot of my car crashes are not really a result of my own bad driving, but a result of NPC bad driving, or more their kind of unpredictable movements sometimes. Some people have also gone as far as speculated that NPCs in GT Online are actually programmed to drive even more stupid when you're exporting an expensive vehicle. And I can totally believe that. Next up at the number 3 spot are people that leave your heist setups. Now, you know when you're almost done the damn mission and someone just leaves and makes you redo the whole thing again, there is nothing more frustrating. Or how about this one, when a player joins your heist finale and actually demands most of the cut, even though they just joined and didn't even help with any of the setup missions at all. Moving on to the number 2 spot is how we're actually rewarded for destroying cargo in GTA Online. Now hear me out in this one guys, but we're actually rewarded for destroying supplies, cargo, vehicle exports, and it's really weird because we're actually punished for destroying other players' personal vehicles. So using Rockstar's logic of punishing people for blowing up personal vehicles, which they've bought with their money, why are we actually rewarded for destroying the things that people have worked even harder for, or potentially put a lot more hours into affording that or selling that cargo than they did for buying their personal vehicle? At the number 1 spot for the most annoying feature in GT Online is the fact that you're actually punished for defending yourself. There's no kind of self-defense in GT Online. For example, you could have a griefer chasing you down, trying to kill you, or killing you over and over, and you don't want to go in passive mode because you're in the middle of doing something, but if you turn around and retaliate and blow him up, just trying to save your own life, you actually have to pay the insurance for his vehicle, even though he initiated the conflict with you. I think what we need to do is get some self-defense lawyers in here in GT Online to help sort out this mess. But to be honest, when I think about this one, it would probably be a really hard thing for Rockstar to fix, you know, for them to be able to detect who initiated a conflict or who fired bullets first or something like that, especially if you did it by accident. You know, they might have to make some sort of system there for detecting who is actually initiating conflicts. But still, it could be very frustrating being slapped with a big vehicle repair cost just because you're defending yourself against another hostile player. So there you go guys, that was my top 10 annoying features in GTA Online. Let me know down in the comments what your most annoying feature is, or if there's anything that I missed out from this list that really should have been in here. Let me know down in the comments. Don't forget to leave the video a like if you did watch it all the way to the end, it really helps support my channel. And go ahead and subscribe if you're new around here. I do one of these countdowns every single week, so you don't want to miss out on the next one. Have yourselves a great day, and I'll catch you in the next one.
Sick, I'm in Los Santos, dodging missiles, dodging bullets, coming at me now, tell me to pull it. I'm a G, DOA, silent core in GTA.